Well, top of the morning to you, everybody. It is now Tuesday, May 10th, something like that. And I'm going to try to see if I successful I am at putting these heads on today. So, took them out of the freezer. I defrosted it. This one's got a little paint on it. I'll get it off after it's dry. I have methods. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut holes in this all the way around the outside edge. By the way, if you like this video, give me a like, make a comment, subscribe, do all those good things. So the first thing I do is I punch holes in it. And I go about, I'll leave about an inch space in between them. About ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch from the edge. And what I'm going to do when I get these holes done is I'm going to lace a rope around it. I just keep going round and round till I get to the other end. Of course, this is the one that has a little scar in it, but that scar should be plenty strong. It shouldn't hurt a thing. Just too pretty of a head to waste. Man, my blade feeling dull. I'm on the thick part. It's a lot harder to go through that thick part. I don't measure, I just guess these holes. Just keep going round and round until I get around. It's getting thinner. You can see how easier it's getting in. So I did have a discussion with friend and customer, and he says to, well, I'm all the way around. That was quick. He says to put, because they got a thin edge and a thick edge. Well, we discovered that we like to put the thick end opposite of the thick end on the drum. Because when you put tension on it, you're pulling equally. Everybody has their own way and whatever works for them. But we put the thin edge and the thick edge together so they're opposite each other on the drum. And that way, like I say, when you're pulling tension, you're not over pulling the bottom thin one, because the thin one will stretch easier. But like I say, whatever floats your boat. And when I start threading it, I don't pull it all the way through it. I just go a little bit at a time. Go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I'll pull some more slack. That way you're not pulling the whole thing every time. Why, I'm always looking for ways to save time. So I just keep going round and round till I get it. Then once I get it all the way around, I'll cinch it tight. And then we'll be ready to start. Come on, I can do this. The thicker skin is harder to get through. Okay, I'm all the way around now. Got all the rope done. That seemed pretty quick, didn't it? That pause button is my friend. So what I'm going to do, I want it to stay equal distance all the way around. So I kind of fold it over, hold it, and pull. It's a little tough. Now I start checking. Well, it looks pretty close. Maybe. And then I just put a square knot in this, or whatever works. If this was goat, I'd get it a lot tighter. But I don't get these that tight. Trying to scooch it over a little bit. There. That looks pretty good. It looks close all the way around. So the next job is let's put some heads on. And there we go. Where'd I put it? First thing we do, brush the dust off. Gets dusty in this shop. Okay, we gotta adjust the camera. Okay, that looks good now. I couldn't find my normal paraffin wax. So I just using a candle today. To me, this has a twofold effect. It helps keep the top waterproof, but on this one I'm not particularly worried because of the polyurethane. But it also keeps the skin from ever sticking to the rim. Now, if it sticks to the rim, when you go to pull, you're not going to be able to tighten the drum. So, I always put a good layer on here. There we go, all the way around. Flip it over. Do it again. There we go, all the way around. Now, I want to see something here. Yeah, that works. Where's our starting point? Okay, let's find our thick ends. There's thick. I'm going to put thick towards me. thickest towards me. The other one's going to be the hard one to get on. It's way hard to get on. I guess I'm going to have to loosen the ropes. Okay, I've got them too tight, so I got to loosen them. Okay, ropes are loosened. Let's see if I can get this under there. Oh, I got to find the thick side. I turned it over. Where's the thick side? Okay, the thick is here. The thick is there, so we can go like this. This is still going to be a little tight, I'm afraid, but it might go just as easy. There we go. Okay. Heads are on. Now I'm just going to look down, make sure everything's centered, got equal spacing. But this first row, this first time around, we're not pulling any slack. Not pulling it hard, we're just getting slack out of it. First thing I got to do is get my loops back in. I took some loops out. See what we got here. I have to get up here where I can see my loops. Now, yesterday I forgot to talk about, I never look for the end of the rope. I always take a bite of the rope. And I pull the rope through backwards, like this. If there's a twist in it, it twists out. Okay, well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to start right here. I'm going to put a bowline in. If you don't know how to tie a bowline, you'll have to look it up. I'm not going to explain that one. I put a bowline in as my loop because I can always untie it. No matter how hard you pull this, you can untie it. So I'm just going to get it up here. And I actually want this to end up down here. This isn't like a djembe. So it'll end up down there. So I'm just going to start pulling some slack and line up. Line things up. What do I got here? Well, you know, I'm going to have to put it up on the edge so I can get to the rope. Say, I'm not pulling hard at all. The secret to keeping your rings level on both ends is not to pull hard. Actually, not to pull at all, in a sense, because what I use is a hammer. You'll see that eventually. Now I just keep going around and around, just pulling the slack. I'm not pulling any pressure on the rope. None whatsoever. Okay, I'm back around, just about pulling all the slack. Still got a couple more loops to finish off. I had to pull these out to get the skins under. Uh-oh, whoop, I made a mistake. Hold on. No, I didn't. It just looked like I made a mistake. So I just keep going around. I flip the drum every time I go around. I'm just going to put this through there. Now, I need a screwdriver. Now I'm going to center everything back up again. Make sure that I have this equal distance between the top ring and the flesh ring. Everything moves right now. Okay. That one's good. So I flip it over. I look at it again, it looks like it could move a little bit. And do the same thing up here. See, now I got an issue here. The ring is over. And that's what the screwdriver is for. There's that rope. Too many ropes around. Okay, so where's my loop? The loop is here. That means this has got to come down. And that's got to go up. Now, looks like we're slanted. And so then I just go around it again. Wait, hold on. There. This is one time when it's not much rope. I do pull around the corner, but if when it gets real long, I won't. Well, it sure is high. Well, it's high over there, but it'll come down. There's no pressure on the rope, so I can go around the corner. It's when there's pressure on the rope is when you can't go around the corner. And all I'm doing is I'm not pulling it. When I get to this high spot, I'll push it down. If there was pressure on this rope, I couldn't go around the corner. But see, I got it kind of high here. So I'll push it or pull it down. There. It looks better already. And this time, I made it all the way around. Where am I at? Here we go. And there's my slack. And there. I'm just going to put a little slip knot in there to hold it. Now I check it again. This looks like it's, I can feel, I can see this ring needs to come this way. I use a screwdriver with a round shank. That way I don't put dent marks in anything. Okay, then I flip it again. And do the same thing. I check it for evenness. That must be the out around side. This drum is a little out around on this end, so I'm going to do something I've never done before. Just because I can. I'm going to see if I can bend that ring in the shape of the drum. Much better. That worked. Okay, so the rings look equal to themselves. The knot's here, so that's got to go up, so I pull down there. So I just go around again. I'm not pulling anything. I'm just pulling slack. It comes down anyway. I mean, it's almost level with the rim there now. But it's high here. And, you know, I tell folks, you don't pull ropes on a dune. You do this. I'm just trying to keep the ring level. I just bear pressure. Let's go down just a little bit here. See, when I beat this down, it doesn't affect the bottom. Oh, you should have seen the first one I ever did. Oh, it was a mess. Seems like there's a learning curve for everything, isn't there? See, I pulled that a little tighter this time. Now I do the same thing. It's still not bent right, but it's close enough. I check my ring alignment. Now flip it over. I check what direction I'm going. This comes down, that goes up, so this comes down. But first I got to check my ring alignment. And it's not right. That looks better. all you need is this sticking out further than that. The bottom ring sticking out further than the crown ring. All the way around. Okay. Drop the screwdriver. So this goes up, this comes down. So, my rope's out of the way. So now it's got to come down. I just put a little pressure. Hold it. Go on. Put a little pressure. That's how I do it. All the way around, keeping it level. Could come over a little bit. See, if I pull real hard to try and get it down, I pull the bottom up, and the bottom doesn't need to come up. Check my alignment. Pretty soon I can stop, because once it gets below the rim, it's set. There's nothing you can do. Flip it over. Check my alignment. Okay. Check my ring alignment. It looks good. So that's got to come up. See, my loop is there. Oh, going this way. That's got to come down. That comes up, this comes down. As you see, I'm flipping my ropes over the knot. I'm not pulling hard. You know, the whole trick to heading the drum is not how hard you pull it. It's when knowing not to pull hard. I mean, I haven't pulled hard at all, and it's already coming down. It's up here, though. I got to get it to come down. One more. So I wanted to come down here, but I'm going to hit over here. I watch here when I hit here. These ropes just keep getting in my way. Tuck them up under there. But the thing is, when I hit here, it's probably coming up over there. Until you start getting it real tight, it bounces all over the place. I'm back around again. That means it's alignment time. You know, those don't have to be there. don't need all these long ropes on there. Okay, come on. Okay, just pull that down. And I checked my alignment. I'm about out of aligning. I can still, this can go over a little bit. And this can go over. There's not much I can do about ring alignment now because it's about below the rim. Okay. Okay, so just give it a little tap to start with. There's no limit on how many times you go around unless your head starts getting dry. If your head gets dry, you put water on it. And that's how you do it. You just keep going round and around, watching your level. These ropes keep getting above the knot. I want it below the knot. I can't hit that rope leaving a black mark. I got to hit between the verticals. Oh no, you know what it is? I know what it is. It's this dirty old nasty table. Let's fix that. There. It's too late. I've already done it. I think I mentioned yesterday that I make ropes sturdy. So I'm just going to keep doing this until I get it down. Next time you see me, it'll be close. Well, I'm back. It's not real tight yet, but it's coming down. My hand is a little weak, and I can't pull like I used to. So I started having to use the table. But I'm not putting a lot of pressure on the lever. Guess I'm going to have to do this right-footed. I let the hammer make it go down. I'm not forcing it down with the lever. But that's just about low enough. I don't know what the other side looks like. It's coming. I just wanted to show you what happens when it starts getting tight. But it's low enough on this end. I might be done with that end. I don't know about the other end yet. So it's got to come down here, but I'm going to do it on this one. So what I'm doing is I'm watching this spot. When it comes down, it's done. And I'm using pliers to lock it off. Same thing here, it's got to come down. It'd be a lot simpler if I could just pull with a lever. Now if the other end looks decent, I might be done and we'll go to the cutting part. Yeah, I might have to go around it one more time this end. Come on off there. Now what I'm doing now is I'm holding this, so when I come around here, the slack won't go backwards. Seems like I'm pulling with the lever every other time. I do that. Pretty slack. Yeah. It's still high right here. Let's look at the other end. Yeah, it's got to come down. So we're going this way. We're going to start on this one. It's about right there, but I don't always start at the start and stop point. I'm starting away from it, leaving that a tick high. And what happens is this is lower, when I come back around from this direction, that should be humped and I should be able to pull it straight down into level. The tighter it gets, the less you have to worry about the other end coming up, but right now I'm still concerned about it. So I'm just going to keep on going around. Next time you see me, it'll be on the last pull. Well, I'm back again. It's good. This is opposite end of my last break. It's good all the way around to right here. It's also a little low on this end. So I'm gonna just use some power pulling and the hammer and see what happens and see if I can get both ends to move at the same time. Need my hammer. Also, I don't have much rope to pull, but I've been having to start it and pull straight instead of around the corner. And I'm going to skip that one and go to this one. Now I'm not skipping one this time because it's got to come down. I think I did it. The slack. Do this. That can't go that way. Okay, that'll work. It might be cutting time. That ain't gonna work. Needs to be right here. Oh, I see what I did. I put it on the wrong one. I'm a dumbass. So I got my loop way too low. So I'm going to move it up. See how easy that knot is to come undone? That's why I use a bowline. Man, I got a lot of slack left over here. Hold that tight. Put my knots back in it. I believe this end is done. There's room when on the dry pull to get it even closer to level, or actually at level. It just has to be close now. The closer the better. That's good. That's good. It's high right here. Which way do we go? We're going backwards. This has got to come down. It's got to come up. The right's got to come down. Well, what I'm going to do now is, instead of going all the way around the drum, because it's good there, good here. It's only bad, it's only high right here. I'm going to start here. It's going to go backwards. It's actually going to lower my loop again. But you know how easy that is to change. I don't want the other end to move now, so I'm not going to be putting much pressure on my foot. This should be the last of the pulling. Yeah, the rope's got a lot of tension on it and wants to twist. Sorry, I need to be on the right side so y'all can see. I normally use my left foot, but if I stand on this side, you can't see. So maybe I put the camera on the wrong side. Now both my pliers are on the ground. No pressure right now, so I can pull around the corner. There's pressure. When using the table, if you have this pulling straight down, it doesn't have a tendency to pull over. On a djembe, a little more so because the base is smaller, it can have a kick out, so I have a stop that goes behind it to keep it from kicking out. But the straighter down you pull, it's pulling straight down, it really can't tip. Well, it can, but almost there. Yeah, this is going to be real good. It's going to work out. If you'll notice, I pull just a little bit to loosen it, and it gives me the slack to pull straight through. It just needs to come down, and it's good, right? It's just high right here at the end, and that's what I want. And that locks off my slack from going that way. I'm going to have to pull this with it. Well, actually, I went the right way. Guess I was mistaken. I didn't go backwards. I didn't change the loop. I can just turn to this. I'm going to turn it over. Take advantage of the pulley system here. I can pull down. It's a little high, but I think it's good enough. I think we're going to go to the cut. Well, as soon as I find my knife, I had it out earlier. Oh, come on. I'm going to get set up. I'll be back.